How's it going, everyone? It's Matt Deegs with another video, and we have a huge community update here. So we have the March community update. They just released this 12 minutes ago. Thank you so much to the author for releasing this. I cannot pronounce that. Mazulft. Hopefully I pronounced that right, or Zulft. Maybe the M is silent, but I'm going to go into this, guys. Some really cool details on patch 7 and some really crazy kind of leaks or I guess they're not leaks anymore. They're straight pictures and posts on how the Space Wolves in full detail, how the Imperial Fists new skins will looks absolutely insane. Really like it, at least in my opinion, guys. But let's get started, guys. I'm going to give you my take on a few things as well, so stay tuned. Please like, please subscribe, please share with all your Space Marine 2 brothers and sisters. All right, guys, let's get started, okay? So they start off by saying many announcements have taken place throughout March. Let's rewind a bit. Now, I won't go into too much detail on the rewind portion of this, but we all know in mid-March, or unless you've been living under a rock, Space Marine 3 was announced to have begun development, okay? So once that was released, that news was released, the Space Marine 2 community kind of got, not everybody, but a lot of people got upset, saying, yeah, hey, what's going on with Space Marine 2 then? If you just released the game, a year ago, and now you're working on Space Marine 3, what does that mean for Space Marine 2? And they touched upon that very point by saying, so let us set the record straight. I'm phrasing here, guys, so paraphrasing. So Space Marine 3 does not mean the end of Space Marines 2 development. Far from it. No teams are shifting over. No one is abandoning the game, and our plans to bring more awesome content to Space Marine 2 remain. We are working on much more content and surprises for the months to come. Let's go, such as a new class, okay, more operations, melee weapons, and more. Trust us, there are surprises even data miners haven't found. Wow, okay, that's huge. I did not read that before. That's awesome. Okay, this announcement simply marks the genesis of a new project years away from release. Like I said, guys, I made a video literally the moment that they released it. I saw it, and I made a video, and I said this, guys. I said it's gonna take years to develop a game. A AAA game like this takes years to develop, so I wouldn't have anything to worry about. We made a decision and have just started the process. Okay, guys, what else do they say? Many of you were very excited for this project, and this makes it okay, blah blah blah. All right, there we go, guys. So again, if you're a Space Marine 2 fan like I am, obviously we're playing the game hard right now. Don't worry, they have not forgotten about us. There's still lots more to come. We also still have Horde mode, new operations, new multiplayer map. So let's go, guys. Then they go on to saying we launched the PTS, the public test server. So if you don't know about that, guys, you can watch my other video. But basically, if you're on PC, you'll have access to this public test server where you can test patches before they go out to the main public. Again, this is only for PC. If you downloaded the game on Steam, I believe it's only Steam. And yeah, so if you're on console, guys, like I am, unfortunately, it's not we don't have access to it. We got to wait till patch 7 and future patches are released to the public, okay? And I'll go into this more. Again, they touch upon let's go into this a little bit, okay? So we've opened a forum on Focus Together to let you voice your opinion on the content featured in the PTS. Again, PTS stands for public test servers, guys. I'll just use PTS, okay? Even if we might not have enough time on our hands to reply to every thread, we're collecting your thoughts and making adjustments on our side. So they really appreciate, they want our feedback. This is what I like about this company, guys. They actually give a crap about the fans. Unlike a lot of other games, they actually care about us and they want to make us happy, which I love. So shout out to Focus and Saber and Games Workshop. Love you guys. We already started to compile your feedback and we'll implement some of them directly on a PTS update that will come early April. Regarding your feedback on the PTS features, we want to tackle the most important one here. So prestige perks are not a game changer. They are too weak and not worth the effort. So then they go on to saying prestige perks have not been conceived as game-breaking perks meant to allow you to roll on late game content. Another way to say it is that we don't want the prestige perks to be so strong they become must-haves for higher difficulties. We really want to emphasize that you don't need prestige perks to be absolute. I mean, we're beating absolute right now without it, so clearly they're right. This would make grinding for them an obligation when we really want them as a minor rewards for those who choose to pursue them. The idea behind prestige perks is to provide you with more replayability, so you actually have a purpose farming PvE content. Guys, I love that, because as I'm a hardcore Space Marine 2 guy, and even myself, I'm finding, okay, I can only replay, you know, decapitation so often, right? Okay. We don't want players to feel like they need to base their builds upon prestige perks. Otherwise, I think it's a great addition, guys. I have no hate against it. I can't wait. Then they go, prestige ranks are resetting the class progression to level 1. It will be tedious and too long to get to level 25 again. So that was one of the concerns. And they go on to say, in recent updates, we've increased the amount of XP players are getting in preparation for the prestige system. We've added extermination bonus, quick match bonus. I've seen that. Plus new difficulties grant more XP. On top of that, we'll add an XP bonus to make your post-prestige progression faster. Again, we are trying to strike the balance between having something to keep playing and not forcing players to grind for 100 hours. I really appreciate that, guys. Like, right now, so far, I agree and like everything they've said. Okay, the prestige perks for heavy class are too centered around melee combat. One of the concerns? Answer, we are working on changes regarding the heavy prestige perks to better integrate them for heavy builds. Got it. Assault should have access to the Inferno pistol. Absolutely. That's why we'll include the weapons to assault option starting from the next PTS update. Beautiful. Oh, there you go, guys. So, guys, what more can you ask for a developer? They actually give a crap about what their fans are saying. Anyways, guys, patch 7 notes, Trigon update. If you don't know, the Trigon update's a new operation called Exfiltration, I believe. Patch 7 will be released in mid-April. Okay, so we got a date now, mid-April. Not a date, I guess a range. Let's dissect the content together. So new DLC content. So look at this Space Wolf chapter pack. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I think that looks cool, man. Maybe I'm just a nerd, but I think that looks really cool. Let's close that up. I think that looks awesome. I think that looks awesome. And look at these guys. Holy smokes. That looks awesome. Let's keep moving. I'm gonna cycle through them. Look at that. Is that a wolf? A wolf skin? Clear pictures on the new hammer. Some new guns here. New skins for the chainsword. I'm looking at this fresh with you guys. We've got some new Vanguard build here. New Vanguard skins. Very cool Imperial Fist. Looking like they're on the Exfiltration map. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Got the fist, power fist right to the sky. Very cool pictures here. Very cool stills. They probably took these on the photo mode. Oh, look at that. I believe that's the new Trigon enemy, guys. If you don't know about the Trigon enemy, it's a Tyrannid. It will be a very strong Tyrannid to fight. Very tough guy. Very similar to the Hive Tyrant. Very cool. Guys, I'm excited for this patch. Can't wait. Can't wait. So again, I'll leave the link down below to this article so you guys can take a look at these in further detail. They go on to say new map for PvE. Cannot wait. The new Exfiltration. Yeah, like I said, map is coming with patch 7. As the name of the update hints, you will meet with a terrible new boss, the Trigon. Trigon is a giant Tyrannid creature that can burrow itself in the ground and carve underground tunnels that can be used by smaller Tyrannids to bypass the defense lines and coordinate surprise attacks. Wow. Exfiltration takes place on Avarax. Okay, so we're back on that joint. All right. Your mission is to exfiltrate a tech priest occupying an Adeptus Mechanicus facility on the planet. However, you'll have to cross a Trigon territory to reach the facility. You'll have to deal with the relentless assaults of the creature to complete your mission. Wow, very, very cool. We got some other stills here. Look at that bad boy. Holy smokes. We got an Imperial Fist and a Space Wolf fighting together to defeat this son of a gun. All right. Speaking of PvE, as discussed before in the public test server section, more features will be tweaked, prestige ranks will become unlockable, and weapon class restrictions will be adjusted, allowing access to more weapons. Additionally, PvE matchmaking will be improved. Thank God. Thank God, because that was terrible. Reducing the chances of joining a team with the same class. Beautiful. You know how many times, guys, I've joined a team with the same class and I had to bail out and the loading screen took forever and then I had to come back in. So I'm so happy that's being fixed. Regarding PvP, so if you guys are multiplayer PvE, this will be for you. Patch 7 will bring private lobbies to PvP. Also, we made matchmaking improvements for better team balancing. Private lobbies will give you the opportunity to customize your PvP experience. With many adjustable options, you'll be able to tag with up to 11 other players, toggle friendly fire, change the class limit restrictions, change the score time limit, modify the damage multipliers of the weapon. Okay. And then general additions, guys, we got some weapon perk reworks. New colors available in the armoring hall. We got Volupus pink. I will definitely not be using that. And Thousand Suns blue. Looks cool. Very cool. Definitely not a not really for those really bright colors. But hey, if you're into that, I love it. Cloth coloring for bulwark and hoods. Okay. Option to color hands separately from arms. Also, the Infernal Pistol will now be available to assault. Very cool. Bulwark, sniper, and heavy class. Nice. Both in PvP and PvE. Wow, look at that. That looks cool. Very nice still there. Cannot wait until the release in April. Try it on the PTS. Like I said earlier, guys, if you're on Steam, if you're playing Space Marine 2 on PC, you can use the PTS. You can download the public test server and start and try patch 7 now. That looks like it's it. Again, guys, I will reiterate, if you haven't seen my last video or a couple videos ago, the March community event, guys, March 24th to the 30th, XP rewards for both Operations and Eternal War are increased by 25%. So if you don't know that, guys, head on in. If you got to upgrade a class or level up a class, this is the time, okay, guys, in preparation for the new patch. I won't go into too much detail on here, but they go on to say or touch upon the results of the absolute difficulty polls. Now, on their last community update, they asked the fan community how to make absolute harder or more challenging or more balanced. And let's just go into that. So first of all, we want to kindly thank you for your input. We're working hard to improve the game and make it to the players' liking. The absolute difficulty, as expressed in the previous community update, was tough to balance, so we're grateful for your input. So let's see the results, guys, here, okay? So I did vote on them. So let's see. You voted for more enemies on absolute difficulty with a total of 74%. Okay, so looks like more enemies were voted for as opposed to against. You voted against augmenting the ammo refill limitation. So we voted against that. Okay. You voted for more enemy aggressiveness. Yeah, I was one of those guys. You voted against increasing enemy health. I can't remember that one. I think I was against that as well, so that was good. It looks like we were all on the same page. Your feedback on both the absolute difficulty polls and the PTS content is well taken. We are planning some more careful changes in patch 8. All right, guys, and they conclude by saying that is it for this month. As always, want to thank you for your dedication and your passion. Seeing your feedback and comments on the game really drives us to deliver more and more content. Space Marine 2 wouldn't be the game it is now without you. All right, and we're far from finished. Reiterating again, our Space Marine 3 and Space Marine 2 concerns. Beautiful. Cannot wait. Emperor protects. All right, guys, with that being said, I will leave the link down below. I'll leave you with this beautiful picture right here. I like it. I really like this Imperial Fist, just looking like an absolute gangster right here. Holy smokes. Anyways, guys, really appreciate all your support lately. Please leave a like if you appreciate this. I will be updating, on this channel everything that comes out regarding Space Marine 2. If you're having any difficulty regarding running any Space Marine 2 operations, check out my recent video, how to beat Reliquary with ease. I will be doing a how to beat with ease video for each operation, and you can check out my other content too. Really appreciate it, guys. I'll leave you there. May the Emperor protect, and have a great and wonderful day, guys. Take care.